when I was a lad, my grandmother used to tell me that there was like a lot of treasure involved in adventuring. I don't really see that. Best treasure we've gotten so far was it got their stuff back from Auto Show here.
What the hell happened last time?
You mean last time or the time before last time?
Yeah, the time before, 2 weeks ago. Does anybody have a recap?
I do.
All right.
So we got out of the tunnels, dug out thanks to Super Badger, and then were immediately surrounded by Gith and blasted by siege weapons from the sky. So we ran away, and we managed to evade capture, thanks to some help with Moonflower, and then we came upon these two statue-type buildings, one of them with a large gem in it that was mysteriously getting picked off and invisibly, or just kind of floating around for a while, which attracted some more Gith and some more of these siege weapon missiles. And so after a bit of maneuvering and things, we finally went into the other tower where there was a giant hole in the tower. And I remember Rothgar used his umbrella to slide down the tunnel, only to have Soul Wrench's fat metal ass plummet down on top of him.
Ruined a perfectly good plan.
Yes. And then we we found some Gith under those tunnels. Well, first of all, we found another wardrobe. And then we found a one-legged Gith that used to be a servant for the Lich Queen. And he's kind of hiding out from these Gith that are now loyal to the council. He was a pretty veteran soldier, but because of the purge that took over once the council came into power, he went into hiding. And we also came upon that room with all the faces. At one point, Moonflower just told this Gith guy, "Fuck you." I believe his name is Prince.
Yes.
And he told us that the minister is associated with the Conquest Spire, and we need to get to the Lich Queen's old keep. And there's orcs that are attacking this world and the Gith, which came on a spinning top ship. It sounds vaguely familiar. But in order to get to where we need to go, we need to pass through some burial grounds, which are infested with lizard men and undead. And then also Prince warned to be mindful of Alo Sho, a mythical eel dragon that's been in captivity for thousands of years.
Sounds good.
Except he seemed perfectly pleasant whenever we came across him.
Yeah. So you had just
we met Alosho, and then Alosho said to let us pass. We were going to have to prove our worth, all except for Theria, because he wants to bang her.
Oh, right. I think at that point I stopped taking notes because my brain was just like, what?
Man, Theria gets all the play, man. I need to start wearing some short shorts or something.
Yeah, so you guys...
Oh, you guys can't hear me. I just realized I was on mute. I said, okay. Let's be clear, I am fully clothed at all times.
No chainmail bikinis for Theria?
No.
Yeah, you guys are in like a chamber. There was a long stairway. It's a long stairway down, and there is a pool of murky water in the middle. And Rothgar has vanished. Oh, it's Morrison.
I am the Lizard King.
Yep. All right. Now Moonflower has vanished.
It's like somebody's just shuffling the little windows at the bottom like a deck of
Yeah.
cards.
Yeah. Google is obviously working to peak performance as usual.
What kind of phone was it that you sacrificed to Google?
Apparently not a good enough one.
Yeah, I had to work from home today 'cause my car.
Oh, that's right. I saw that
Yeah,
message.
I'll have to. I'm gonna try and get it to the place tomorrow. I have unfortunate experience with driving a vehicle that doesn't like to idle. So
Yeah, that could be a problem.
Oh yeah, that is. I don't even know how I would deal with that.
my very first vehicle was an old '88 Chevy pickup, and once it got warmed up, it would just once I got stopped, it would just die. It did not idle whatsoever. And so whenever I got to stop signs, or if I was in fucking stop and go traffic, I would have to put it into neutral and just keep my foot on the gas just a little bit, just to keep it revved.
I think I've had situations like that.
Yep.
Old cars.
So yeah, I'm like I said, unfortunately well versed in vehicles that don't idle.
That's
My
gotta
first-
be.
My first car liked to shut off, transmission would shut off just randomly. It would just decide. It could be because you were idling. It could be because you were doing 75 on the highway. You never knew.
Kept you on your toes, huh?
It would let you know because the power steering would go off, and so suddenly the whole thing would become way harder to steer.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Sorry about that, guys.
That's okay.
Am I choppy?
You're much better than you were.
Yeah.
Chopping broccoli.
Next.
Should chop. So we just had the recap.
Yep.
You guys are down in this underground passageway, open area with this staircase going down. There is a large pool of water where the Alo show has just submerged underneath. Everything goes black. Even for those who have dark vision, you do not see anything. Moonflower, if you want to give me a perception roll, that'd be great.
Is this like magical darkness? Because me and Solar can see through that.
Yeah, for some reason you cannot see at all.
Open your eyes, you
Being
drunk
on a
dwarf.
psionic plane.
What you get?
11.
Okay. You feel a little bit like your hand is kind of slimy. It is now light in this room, and there are 6 lizard creatures in the room. One is in the middle of this pool, levitating, and Rothgar has no armor at this point.
Like naked or?
Whatever he wears underneath, I'm afraid to ask.
A light tunic to prevent chafing.
What'd you say?
So how close are these lizard men to us?
There are 2 probably 10 feet away. And you notice that this pool, which was once water, is now boiling acid. So if everybody wants to give me initiative roll. All right. Rothgar, you're up.
Sure. Do I feel that I have no armor on?
Oh, yeah, it's obvious.
You can tell by the looks on our faces.
My air is not good.
Okay, can am I able to see now again?
Yeah, I mean it's light. Everybody can see. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wasn't sure if it was just Moonflower that could see. All right. What's near me?
You have one lizard creature 10 feet from you.
I just kind of look down, like, well, oh well, let's do this. Leroy. No wait. Do I have my axe?
Yes.
Okay.
And my bow.
I guess I'll unequip my armor for the time being. And I'll just kind of. I mean, do these guys look like they're hostile towards us then?
Yes.
Cool. First hit or first attack is a 15.
Yeah.
Sweet. 11 damage.
All right.
Second attack. That's a crit. Let's do my damage right quick. 3, 13 plus 7, 20 damage.
Okay.
And a 92 on the percentage.
All right. Yeah, that's 3 times the damage. That doesn't matter because you absolutely murder this guy.
Oh, delightful. Is there another one near me?
Actually, 2 more appear right behind him.
What about this guy that's floating?
He is a lizard creature too. He looks very
can
similar,
I-
but he is just flying.
Can I get to him?
If you want to jump and try to jump in the air and try to hit him, but there's acid underneath.
There's acid underneath.
Yeah, the pool of water has turned to boiling acid.
How
I
big is
hate it when that happens.
this pool?
20 by 20.
Okay. Well then, I'll just keep an eye on that guy, but I'll just go attack one of these other 2 in front of me. I've got my third attack and then a bonus action attack because I killed somebody and I crit. So third attack is 28 to hit.
Yep.
18 damage.
Yep.
And then the last one, 15 to hit
Yep, that's what you needed.
and 18 damage.
Yeah, that brings him down.
Do any more spawn after that?
No.
I just look at the next one expectantly.
All right. So that's 2 are down. Okay, Moonflower, you're up.
Can you hear me, first of all?
Yes, we can, sir.
All right. Before I started talking, I wanted to make sure. Otherwise, I would have to type everything out, which is fine. But Moonflower's tentacles begin to rise, and a beam shoots out and hits the levitating creature for disintegrate.
All right.
So that will be a wisdom. Is it wisdom?
That was dexterity.
Dex save.
All right. Yes, he fails.
All right. So that is a lot of d6s. So that's 7 These three.
How much?
73.
Okay. Yeah, you blast him with the
So-
green goop, and he disintegrates. There's nothing left.
Does the acid have any effect upon gargling his remains?
There's pretty much nothing left. It just drops into the acid. Whatever little pieces were left, and they're just gobbled up. They vanish.
Okay. No more come out in his stead?
No. All right. Therio, you're up.
Don't forget you're muted.
No, I know. I was reading something. All right, so the floating guy's dead, and a couple of the lizards are dead.
There are still 4 lizard men.
Have they moved at all?
No, they haven't had a chance to move.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna hold my action. I'm gonna hold the firebow attack until one of them makes a move, a threatening move towards any of my friends.
All right. All righty. Sully.
How close is the nearest one to me now?
To say 10 feet.
Okay. I'm not consider that dangerous right now, so I am just going to use. I'm going to try to chill touch the one that's close to me. 26.
Oh, yeah.
And he takes 18 necrotic damage.
All right. So on their turn, these 3 creatures raise their hands up. They have like daggers. They raise their daggers up. You see a swarm of insects, flies coming from the pool of acid, and a creature begins to rise out of it. It just has glowing eyes. It looks humanoid. It's wearing rags. And bugs are crawling all over it. And
Does it look like it has a brain?
yeah, if you want to make a perception roll to see if there's a brain to consume, that's fine.
That's a 9.
It's hard to tell from this angle, but you know there's always hope.
Does it, does it look like any particular?
So, Theria, you detect fiends, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Your fiend sense goes off. This is some kind of fiend.
The thing in the middle?
Yeah, that's rising up through the pool of acid.
All right, then I'm going to start shooting at it.
Okay, I'll go ahead and do that since you're holding your turn.
First, I'm going to use... actually, I guess I can't do that. I'm just going to take 2 shots. Fireball. 21.
21.
And a 17.
2 hits.
Excuse me. All right, something's broken because it's adding 51 to my rolls.
Wow, you've been blessed.
Motherfucker. This goddamn thing, every time I restart it, fucks up. I think it's supposed to be 5 and 1. All right. 8 plus 6, 14. And 6 plus 6 is 12. So 26 total.
All right.
And that's fire damage.
Okay. All right. And as
Does he react?
kind of puts up his arm, and the fire hits him, and he opens his mouth and releases this stream of insects and little bugs come flying out. I need everybody to make a dex save.
A dex save. You don't say.
Yes.
I'll be using my inspiration on that one.
I think I will too, since I rolled a natural one.
18 for me.
Odyssey's a lucky. 15.
I got 9.
Solid 6 for me. I'm not very dexterous.
24.
Okay, so the DC was 22.
Oh, fuck me.
If you failed, you take 59 poison damage.
Damn.
Should
Oh,
use
sweet, I'm resistant.
Soul Wrench is out.
Yeah, we took
You
some
tired?
damage.
You tired or something?
Oh yeah, I just remembered I'm only at half.
Yeah, I'm basically half everything. So the attack overwhelms Soul Wrench and
He is covered with bugs.
yeah.
Soul Wrench is about to die.
There's a distinct possibility.
Before Soul Wrench went out, did this thing being a fiend, was it from the Hells? Something that Soul Wrench might have recognized?
Do you want to give me a roll?
What am I rolling?
Knowledge. Stuff you remember.
Something intelligence based, probably.
Yeah, that's a 2.
This guy's bad.
I haven't rolled over 10 all night.
That's good. That's a good start. Well, at least, you know.
Hopefully I'm just getting them out of the way.
Yeah, that's it. I don't need this.
It's that, or you won't have to roll anymore because you'll be dead.
Yeah. That'll make it real easy.
Yeah.
Okay, so that
Bring back
is-
the Took.
All right, so it's up Soul Wrench. Give me a death save then, since you're up. What are you saying that? Roll
Alright,
above
now
a
I
10?
rolled an 18.
Okay, all right, you're good. Okay, so our good NPC Thesley, which I did find his character sheet.
Oh yeah, the guy with the little hand or something.
Yep.
What?
He runs over to you and puts his regular hand on you in a strictly platonic sense, and gives you 4 hit points back. So you have 4.
Okay.
You look lively.
And as he did it, he ran over and tumbled, did a perfect tumble, and then jumped up and laid his hand on you.
Yeah,
Totally necessary.
none of us saw that.
No.
So as Thesley puts the healing energy into Soul Wrench, it flares up his energies, and he starts scraping these bugs off of him as he clambers back up to his feet.
All right. The unarmored Rothgar.
I look over and see Soul Wrench on the ground. I'm like, come on, man, get up.
Oh wait, so then did Soul Wrench lose his turn in that round then?
Yeah, well, yeah, that was your turn was the death save.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Alrighty then. My turn. I will cast on myself protection from good and evil, so that aberrations, celestials, elementals, fey, fiend, and undead have disadvantage on their attack rolls against me, and they cannot charm or frighten me. And then as a bonus action, I'm going to do a second wind Get a little HP back.
Did you drop below 250 or something?
Yeah, I did actually. I'm at 187. I can't have that.
Oh shit.
12. I get back 16 whopping HP. Okay then. And so there's still one guy in front of me. Now that he's raised his fucking dagger, does he look like he's going to attack us?
Yeah, they might.
Well, death to all then, I guess.
All right.
So action surge to start attacking this guy.
All right.
That's a 21 to hit
Oh yeah.
for 13 damage.
Okay.
Second attack, way higher than that to hit.
Yep.
For 19 damage.
He's dead.
Now this creature that's come out of the acid, how is he like out in the acid?
Yeah, like he's standing on top of it.
Would I have to get into the acid to get to him?
Of course. Or you could throw your axe at him.
No. Are there any others of these other guys around then?
There's 3 more.
I guess I'll go after one of them.
Okay.
This, let's see here. I've attacked twice, and I've killed a guy, but I used my bonus action. So yeah, just one more attack. 25 to hit, 17 damage.
Okay.
Was he near anybody? This next one?
No, the next one. No.
Okay. Alrighty. That's,
All right.
That's my turn.
Moonflower.
So the 3 that are left, where are they? Where are they in relation to myself?
Okay, there's one to your immediate left. Then there's
Okay.
one 20 feet behind him. And then there's one to your right that's about probably on the opposite side of the pool, so he's probably like 30 feet away.
Okay. So the one immediately to my left, how far away is he? Or is
He's
he?
within 10 feet. He's close.
All right.
And Sully has already injured him. Bless you.
I'm going to go ahead and use my. I believe it's. I'm going to do I'm going to mind flay. I'm going to mind flay it. So that's an intelligence throw. Did it fail or?
Yeah, it's a lizard folk. Yeah, he failed.
It failed.
Mm-hmm.
8, 9, 13 damage.
Yeah, that's just enough to destroy it.
Okay, cool. Each creature in a 15-foot cone, so it's not within 15 feet of me, correct?
Correct.
All right, so then it's just him that dies. It has a brain.
Yeah.
I'm going to get closer to it, and then that'll end my turn.
Okay. Theria, then Sully.
All right. I just realized I forgot to add my favorite enemy damage last turn. So did the bug dude react at all to the death of one of his followers?
No.
Okay. right, then I'm gonna keep firing at the bug dude. I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark.
All right.
21
That's a hit.
and 18.
That's another hit.
All right. I gotta roll this damage myself. It's like the Dark Ages. 19. So 20 and 19 damage.
All right.
I remembered this time.
Good.
I also forgot I get advantage on saving throws against him.
All right. Sully.
So I'm going to use a bonus action to spend sorcery points to create a 4th level spell slot, because otherwise I'm out of 4th level spell slots. And then I'm going to cast Light of Molask on the devil over the acid. So he has to make a wisdom save.
Okay.
Right. Con save, sorry.
Constitution save. Okay.
DC 19.
Wow. Holy shit.
A good wow or a bad wow?
Well, he has advantage. He has advantage, and he has a stupid plus. And when you roll a 2 and a 3, it doesn't matter. He fails.
Nice.
That's my monsters all the time.
So he takes 42 radiant damage.
Damn.
You can see that clearly damages him. You can see some of the bugs and things that swarm him are burning, and his rags are getting worse. He reaches his hand out, and a claw appears right next to you, Sully, and takes a swipe at you. 25.
That would have hit, but I'm going to cast shield.
All right. That clanks against the shield. He does the same thing to Theria. And that's a 32.
That's a hit.
You take 12 slashing damage. And 9 poison damage. As this like spectral hand appears right next to you and claws at you. And then he opens his mouth and attempts to bite Moonflower as a mouth appears right next to him. 26. I'm guessing that's a hit. I'm going to go out on a limb. Let's see, 5. That's 11 piercing damage with 7 plus 7 poison damage.
Moonflower is out for the count.
Okay, so that drops you?
Yeah, I had 2 HP.
Okay.
So.
You see Moonflower fall to the ground. You see all these bugs swarm him and raise him up again. And now you're back. How many HP did you have last time? 10 when that happened?
2.
No, I think that when that specific event happened, you had 10. Now you have 5. And you're up with 5 hit points.
Oh, okay.
And they're all cockroaches, and all the cockroaches just spread as soon as they lift you up. So you're back up with 5 hit points.
Ah, my brethren. So many tentacles, so little time.
You can see the creature close his mouth, and his cheeks are getting big.
Oh, shit.
Soul Wrench.
All right, so Soul Wrench is pretty pissed, but he's staggered. You can see that he's kind of his joints are giving out as he is moving towards the pool, and then with visible pain, he takes flight, dashes behind the creature, and then he seems to gather power that kind of flows around his chest, and he brings it in, and then it explodes outward. So I'm casting my cantrip Thunder Armor, so he has to make a DC 16 Strength saving throw.
Okay.
Thunder.
What's the DC?
16.
Okay. Yeah, he passed.
Fuck. So then it doesn't really do anything to him, but I still get +1 AC until the end of my turn. And then I will use my bonus action to make an attack with Volshavath to try to grapple him with it.
Okay.
So that is 21.
21 to grapple, so it's opposed grapple check.
Well, with Volshavath, all I have to do is hit him with the sword.
Okay, yeah. All right,
And
it's a hit.
grapple. Okay.
Okay.
So then he's considered grappled. He takes 10 necrotic damage as Volshavath channels that energy through him. And then I'm going to use Action Surge to Eldritch Blast him. But I'm in melee, so I'm going to take a 5-foot step back. If he wants to take an attack of opportunity, that's fine.
Well, you're grappled with him, right?
Right, that just means he can't move.
Yeah, he would still be able to take a attack of opportunity.
No, he doesn't do that, but since you're grappled with him, all the insects and things that are flying around are flying and are biting at you. You take 8 poison damage.
8?
Yep.
All right. Well, Soul Wrench then falls into the vat of acid.
Oh, no. All right. I did roll a natural 20. So Thesley runs over and grabs your hand as you land in the acid, attempting to pull you out.
And I say, he's brave, stupid, but brave.
All right. So Soul Wrench is in the acid.
Well, would it be possible that because it was grappled with Volshavath wrapped around him, would it also pull this thing into the acid with him?
Or otherwise, maybe you hang from them.
I'll tell you what. I'll give you a strength roll. I'll roll a strength check here to see if. Yeah, he just stays up. So you are hooked to him, but you just land in the acid.
Okay.
So Rothgar is to the side. That would leave Theria.
Are the lizard men doing anything?
No. Sully and Moonflower. He opens his mouth again. Give me another deck save.
Oh, 17.
25.
I'm going to use
Come
Spade
on, get
to improve the 17.
fours.
I'm gonna go ahead and use my Indomitable because I know a natural one ain't gonna cut it.
Well, Rothgar, you're not in line of fire. It should be just the 3 of them. You're to the
Oh,
side.
okay.
You're to
Oh,
the
okay,
side
got
of
it.
him.
Cool.
I got a 9. I'm going to use my action point to re-roll that, or my inspiration to re-roll that.
Okay.
That's a 15.
All right.
And you're down. Oh, you're already. Weren't you unconscious already?
Yeah.
I have 5 health points, so
Oh,
Got
yeah.
lifted up by the roaches.
yeah,
That's
they
right.
want me alive for some unknown purpose.
That
Okay.
or you
All right.
just
For
ruined the
those
update.
of you who failed your save, you take 50. If you passed, you take 25.
Oh man, shouldn't have even bothered.
They still take 25. God damn it.
Moonflower's down.
Moonflower hits the ground again, and the cockroaches all come out, pick him up once again, lift him up, and all the cockroaches dissipate and disappear. You have 1 hit point, and you see out of his pocket a little card comes floating in the air, and it lands on the ground and has a cockroach on it, and it vanishes.
Oh man. That was my ace.
That was a long time to use that magic item, but it came in handy.
Maybe we should just leave the room and let
Wow.
Moonflower fight him alone since Moonflower's invincible.
Apparently.
All right, so Rothgar, you're up.
All right. I'm gonna have to try and get up to this fucking thing. Can I?
Why do you climb up Soul Wrench?
You mean jump and stand on him?
And I guess I can take this turn. Since the lizard guy isn't doing shit, I'm just gonna leave him. He's boring.
Okay.
I'll just after hitting him, I'm like, all right, whatever. And so his chain, I guess, is hanging.
Yep.
The sword. Is it like bladed though?
Yeah, it's a bladed sword chain, kind of like what's her name, Ivy or Rose or something from Soul Calibur.
Yeah. Well, that's not ideal. All right. So my goal then, I'll sheathe the axe for now. Sheathe. And I'm gonna try and jump and grab onto this creature and then climb up on top of it.
Okay. I like it. Give me an athletics check.
Gladly. All right. Fuck me. 18?
Okay, I'll give you advantage since you're not in plate mail.
That was advantage because I already have it with my insignia.
Okay. Oh, there you go. So.
I rolled a 4 and an 8. So 18 total.
Okay, yeah, you managed to run and jump and just grab on to his leg.
All right. I'll start climbing. I'll spend my movement to do that.
Okay.
The rest of my movement. And I'll use my action, I guess, to just dash to get up on top of him.
Okay.
And
so you're climbing up him. You take 6 poison damage, but I guess you only take half, right?
Yeah.
Okay. As these little bugs and gnats are biting you. Moonflower. You've got Soul Wrench is laying in the acid with Thesley grabbing him, trying to pull him out. Rothgar has jumped onto this creature and is climbing on him.
And at the same time, I am sorely wounded. One hit point away from being unconscious again.
As far as we could tell, you're not going to die. So
that's 1 hit point more than Soul Wrench.
Are there any creatures left?
There are 2 lizard folk in the room.
I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna cast Suggestion.
Okay.
And I'm gonna suggest that they go take a hike.
All right.
So, what is this? Oh, they just do it. There's no. Oh wait, it's a wisdom save. Never mind. I thought we just did it.
He kind of cocks his head at you, and then looks back and smiles. Theria.
God damn it. All right. Does something actually have to happen to me for me to use a reaction, or can I just use a reaction anytime?
There has to be a triggering effect.
Okay. All right. I will shoot my bow then. 27 and 28.
All right.
All right, that's 12. 6 is 18. That's 4 is 22. That's 19 and 22, so 41.
Mm-hmm.
Is this even making a dent in this guy? Like, is he reacting to this at all?
Yeah, you can see it burning some of the bugs and burns him a little bit. Rothgar, you take 7 fire damage.
Ow.
Sorry, dude.
I have. I'm gonna activate the absorb energy on the spell.
Nice.
So that was 7 you did. So 3 fire damage to me. And now my next attack is empowered.
Nice.
I only got one of those. So let's be careful.
All right. Sully, then it's the
Love you.
creature.
So I'm going to run around the pool to where Soul Wrench is.
Okay.
I'm going to cast a very high level cure on him, twinning it so it also affects me. It's pretty good. You get 52 hit points back.
Nice.
All right.
That's
It
my
is the creature's turn. All right. The spectral hand appears, claw again. It will go after Sully. 29.
That hits.
That is going to be 13 slashing and 12 poison.
So my sentinel feat, I think, probably kicks in here. This thing is within 5 feet of me.
Yeah, that's true.
He
I
made
mean,
an
you were
attack
hanging
against
on it.
somebody else.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
Shall I make an attack?
Yeah.
17 to hit.
Yep, that's what you needed.
Oh, delightful. That is 19 damage.
All right. So it's going to go after Theria with the claw. 21.
I'm going to use my warding flare, which imposes disadvantage on the attack.
All right. Yeah, it misses you.
Nice.
All right, then the creature will turn and looks at his new buddy that's climbing all over him, who's attacked him.
He turns, but I just follow along because I'm attached to him.
Yeah, his head turns right around and looks at you.
Oh, like a fucking owl, or
Yeah,
or
or-
perhaps more like the poltergeist.
More like the poltergeist, that's better.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go ahead and give me a wisdom save.
Okay. Is this perhaps? Oh wait, I should probably make some sort of a Constitution save to maintain my spell, my protection. Let's do that right quick to see. I don't know if he's trying to charm me or not, so it could come into effect. Yeah, con save was pretty high up there. Okay, is he trying to charm me,
Or frighten him.
or frighten me, or possess me?
I mean, I guess it would be charm. It's a suggestion, so.
I just flip him off. My protection from evil and good has saved me.
All right. Soul Wrench.
All right, so I wake up in a pool of acid. Somehow, Volshevath, through his own will, has been maintaining this grasp, keeping me as free from the acid as possible. But so Soul Wrench suddenly struggles and tries to take wing and flies up out of the acid. So is this guy still considered grappled by Volshevath, or does it kind of break after I get up?
I guess it'd be considered grappled.
Okay. So then just from that fact, he takes another D12 necrotic damage, so he takes another 5 necrotic damage.
Okay.
And then Soul Wrench is going to position himself so that this monster is between him and Rothgar, and just unleash a volley of Eldritch Blasts. So, where is that? 18.
That's a hit.
That's only 15. 15 is a miss, I'm assuming.
Yep.
And then second one's a miss. So he hits him with 1 Eldritch Blast for 6 fire damage, and then now he's going to use his action surge to do another 3 blasts. So that one misses. 22.
Yep.
And 17.
Yep.
All right. So then another 13 fire damage and 12 fire damage. So 25, 31 fire damage total as Soul Wrench just machine guns Eldritch Blasts into this thing's body.
Okay. Yeah, he recoils a little bit from the hits. You take 9 acid damage as you got up from the acid and made your way up there.
Okay.
And you get 8 more hit points back.
From what? Do I know where they're coming from?
Thesley has cast something and given you 8 hit points back. Rothgar, you're up.
Delicious. Am I up on this thing now?
Yep.
How
You're up
big
on
is
it.
it exactly?
He's just a little bit bigger than you, but pretty much everybody is.
Sure. I just want to, be sure that I can swing my axe with relative ease if I'm on top of this thing.
Yeah.
Sweet. I attack. 26 to hit. 19 damage. Second attack,
All right.
29 to hit.
Yep.
And that is 16 damage. Third attack is 20 to hit for 17 damage.
Yeah, he looking really rough. You take big pieces out of him.
And I just snarl.
You take another 5, which would be half, like 2 points of poison damage.
Already.
Moonflower.
Moonflower and the creature that Rothgar is on top of make their eyes meet, and the creature starts to become slightly confused.
My favorite. What's the DC?
It's 16.
Okay. It doesn't seem confused, but it is definitely in a lot of pain at this point.
Okay.
And slightly aroused. Theria, you're up.
Boom, boom. Uh, 14 and a 19.
The 19 hits.
All right. 21 fire damage.
Okay, you blast this thing with the fire. Rothgar takes 3 fire damage unless he has the resistance.
Oh, wait. I did a little more damage. How much damage does that thing do?
Uh-oh.
1d6.
Hold on. One more fire damage for me. Sorry.
So as you hit this creature, it starts to like fade in and out, and then erupts into an explosion of bugs and fire. So,
how much was that fire damage again?
3.
3, yeah.
Okay.
So, let's see, Rothgar and Soul Wrench. So, Rothgar, give me a dex save at disadvantage.
Sure. I went from a 17 to a 1.
So this thing exploded.
Yeah.
This seems like a good time to use my Indomitable.
Probably.
Since Soul Wrench hasn't acted in this new round yet, could he, because Rothgar was on him, could Soul Wrench, as he's retracting Volshavath, dive at Rothgar to try and grab him and like get him out of the way of falling into a vat of acid at least?
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
Do I still have to make my save?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so, I mean, a 1 is still bad, so I'm going to still use my Indomitable here.
Okay.
Fuck. 13.
Okay. Yeah, you take 13 fire damage
Uh-huh.
and 8 poison damage.
Okay. So that would
And so go ahead, Soul Wrench, give me a dex save.
15.
Yeah, you take 13 fire, 8 poison.
No, I don't.
You're fire resistant, right?
Yep. So 6 fire and
8 poison.
8
8 poison.
All right. As Rothgar is falling into the acid, you want to go ahead and make your heroic catch.
Yeah. So is that athletics then? Or
We can go with that.
If I see him, I'll reach out.
23.
Yeah, you swoop down and catch him.
All right. And so we both tumble to the other edge of the pool then, as Soul Wrench is far too injured and exhausted to be graceful about it at all.
Okay, the remaining lizard folk vanish. The pool of acid starts to calm down and becomes murky water again.
All right.
So there's no body of that thing that exploded,
No.
and the lizards disappeared.
Yep.
Do I have my armor back?
No.
And despite all of Sully's healing, Soul Wrench's armor has clearly bubbled and deteriorated, revealing like blackened tendrils and tendons beneath the armor.
So as you guys are sitting, now recovering from this battle, you can see you can see bubbles come up from the water, and Alo Sho appears again and sticks his head up and looks at you. I do believe you are worthy.
We could have told you that.
And he says, I believe I owe you something. And you can see him moving something through his body, like, you know, when you see a cat, like, trying to yak. And he does that and spits out this object, and it hits the wall and falls down. And it looks like a human covered in slime.
Oh, God. If it's Keel or Nath, I'm going to be so pissed.
Oh, isn't it going to be Papa Smurf, the guy that we've been looking for? Your creator?
Oh,
Carl? Who knows?
Carl.
That's why we're down here, right?
Yeah.
Well, we're here
Let's
to
go.
get. We thought we were getting to the tower where Carl was being healed.
Let's just go poke at this thing that he spit up, I guess.
Okay. It looks like an elderly human man.
Familiar? Look familiar at all?
Yeah, it looks like Carl.
Looks like Carl.
Mhm.
It's like, hey, are you Carl?
And he's covered in slime.
Well, we've seen Carl before, so probably him.
The eel creature gets up next to you, Theria, and a bag, like a sack, appears, and he says, you consider this a gift to show my true intentions.
Thank you very much.
And when the bag appears, it hits the ground, and you hear a loud clanging noise.
He's probably
I'll,
giving you Rothgar's armor.
I'll look inside the bag, and I say thank you.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, you look inside the bag, and you see all these worms crawling around, and there's a full set of plate mail armor.
Like earthworms or like
those gross fingers.
No, they kind of look like magical worms.
Like the ones that we have bags of?
or like magic mushrooms.
You also see like a metal, like forearm with a hand in there too.
Like a gauntlet, or like it's like
somebody's arm.
like a statue
Yep.
hand.
Maybe
Yep.
it's Thesley's arm.
Is the whole party seeing these? or is it just?
Yeah, the bag it clangs open, the bag opens, so everybody sees this.
Yeah, I'm gonna dump out the stuff onto the floor.
Okay, yeah. There's a bunch of these magic worms. There's Rothgar's full plate armor. There is some sort of, it looks like a piece of a heart that is laying there. And there's like a hand and a forearm. It's like metal on the ground too.
So he's like a cat, just bringing you scraps.
Do the worms look familiar to Moonflower at all? Can he recognize them, since he seems to have an affinity for cockroaches?
You recognize them as the magic worms you got out of the traveler's bag.
I don't know if he ever saw the magic worms from the traveler's bag.
I did not see them.
I have 2 handfuls of them.
Do you check to see if you have 2 handfuls?
Oh, they might be gone.
Yes, they very well could be gone.
Is this heart like a stone, or is it like actual flesh of some sort?
It's actual flesh.
So, Soul Wrench
I'll take the heart.
Soul Wrench is busy with Carl, making sure he's okay and everything. But does that heart look like the diseased rotten monkey heart thing that Soul Wrench grabbed a few weeks ago?
Wow. Why, yes.
All right, I'll give it to you then.
I am pulling out my blanket so that I can wipe some of the gunk off Carl. Because
So
in my feet, I do not have a towel listed.
I turn to the eel and I say, it's nice of you to give these gifts back to all of my friends that they were taken from, but none of these things belong to me. I feel left out.
But you are worthy of these gifts.
I appreciate it.
I tear off a piece of that cloth that Sully has, so I can start wiping down the shit that's on my armor.
I ask the eel if he's capable of healing any of my friends. Or me, for that matter. Since I am gravely injured.
You get back 10 hit points.
Thank you.
And at
As
some
his-
point, I notice and yell, "My magic worms are getting away!" And I scramble after the worms.
I'm just making sure that to get all of the worms out of the armor.
So, yeah, Carl is now reaching out and touching your armor, Soul Wrench.
Uh-huh.
And it's like slowly feeling the rivets and everything. Kind of like he's remembering what you look like.
He's like, "What the hell did you do to it?"
So Soul Wrench is overcome with a very complex mix of emotions, and he's not used to experiencing such things. He's both happy, angry, confused, overwhelmed. That's probably the biggest thing, is overwhelmed. So he needs time to gather his thoughts as to what exactly he wants to say to Carl. But at least for now, there's an objective in his mind, and he says, "Come, Carl, we need to get you to safety. We have much to discuss."
He can barely talk. It doesn't look like he can even see. At this point, Desley comes over because he realizes it's Carl and about freaks out. So Carl is there with both of you guys, just kind of feeling to try to, trying to recognize what you look like.
Mm-hmm.
And you can hear him whisper to you that he says, I'm too weak to move.
Well, the good news is there's probably no safer place down here than next to Alosho's pool.
I actually look up to him and say, "Hey, hello. Can you conjure up a pack of smokes or something?
Does Theria smoke?
Yeah, loads.
I shall find these things. And he drops below the surface.
He summons a handful of smoke methods to attack.
So just as Soul Wrench was about to shout something at Alo's show, he dips beneath the waves and frustration grows within Soul Wrench.
Hrothgar is oblivious.
So Soul Wrench returns back to Carl and asks, how did you get into the belly of that beast?
He says something about it just appeared, and next thing you know, he was swallowed.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, I just thought, I knew you don't want to move, but we cast a lot of spells. And that tends to let them know where the hell we are. And I think maybe you're escaped from the Conquest Tower. So maybe we want to consider moving.
So Carl reaches up. He has now put his hand directly on your forehead and on Thesli's forehead. He closes his eyes, and you can feel the heat and energy start coming from his hands. Like his hands were like cold and lifeless, but now they begin to come to life. He begins to glow. His form is slowly flickering, and it's changing shape. He now appears, red and like on fire, and the room is getting warmer and warmer. His form begins to change again, and he looks like a dwarf with his helmet and his horns, and the smoke starts coming out. And you can feel like the burning sensation on your face and Thesli's face too. And the room is just getting white hot. And the heat is almost too much to bear for the rest of you. You almost have to turn away. And then he whispers something and he vanishes.
Just saying, if there's 5-foot ceilings in my stronghold, there will be blood.
Sally, don't worry about that. I don't think this would be an issue. Yeah, they work. Just look at Hrothgar. They work in mysterious ways.
That is not easing my concerns.